I think it's also amazing, like the amount of progress that is already there. I mean, it's really gratifying to see someone who can turn around and say, like, we're not just saying, like, you know, we we don't have anything right now, but potentially this is what we're, and put up some stuff that looks encouraging. But to actually have so much at pre like early alpha testing stage is a testament to how much you guys quite clearly love what you're doing, and how much you've paid attention to all the gripes that, I mean, you've ticked a lot of boxes that I know me and Mitch have been chatting, and me and Will have been chatting, and we've all been saying, like, that's like that thing. Like, we can name episodes and exact locations in time where we've just sat there and gone, if only we could do this one specific thing. So it's really it's great to just see it being ticked off, and it's not something that we're waiting for someone to pay attention to and address. It's already there.
Yeah. And it's exciting because it's not every day that I mean, I like to track Kickstarter pretty regularly, and I really like to back board games and that kind of stuff. There's a great community there of sort of independent game developers for sort of physical tabletops. But I mean, there are so many Kickstarters that have nothing when they start the Kickstarter. All they have is an idea. They don't actually have a product. They have nothing to show physically. So it's really hard to kind of evaluate and get a sense. So the fact that you guys already have the trailer videos, you've got all this sort of content to show in this alpha, I think it's always refreshing and exciting to see a Kickstarter that already is so far along the way that you get a sense of what it is that you're going to get. That's cool.
Yeah, we actually wanted to. This is not about making something, but about improving something. It's about making it what we would like as gamers to use, really.
But this is, yeah. Go on.
No.
Well, we just need people to see that this is a product that is working, that it's not just some idea up in the cloud, just something. It is already a working thing that we have been using and improving over the years, and we just want people to see that and to see that it's going to be like a lot more than it already is. And so just
Will is already back to dancing and prancing around, so it's looking good.
We're back.
Create a base now. Well, this is kind of the base, if you want. We have the plugin system done. The system works. We need to develop all the plugins that we need, and this is actually where Kickstarter comes in, because we need to polish the whole experience to make it as simple and as friendly to new users as we want it to be, because like some of the menus are still a bit complex and they could be arranged in a much more simple way, and all of these things. But the basic construct works. It is pretty much it's pretty stable, and there's always room for improvement, but it works for now. And
it's customizable. I mean, I'm paraphrasing slightly, but give a DM a player character and a decent tabletop thing, and he'll kill him on a day. But give him a really customizable thing, and he'll kill him for all eternity. So I mean, it's great to see that, and I think I cannot state how this has been a thing that I know we've suffered with, being able to swap characters into new systems, or not new systems, but like new games, and bring them across to different campaigns is just. It makes a huge, monumental difference, especially to us we all have favourite characters that we fall in love with. So that's amazing.
And we've had to do that recently as well. I think obviously with we did a Halloween stream, and I played one of my characters and having to transfer that over, and within 24-hour streams and stuff, and transferring characters over into one-shots. It gets so complicated sometimes, and from the sounds of it, you guys have seriously simplified that and made it something that's actually achievable, rather than a chore to have to change over just to play one of your favourite characters again.
Actually, you want to there are even many ways to do it. You can export your character, load the map, then import it.
Actually, Will can do that. Will can show the menu and do it. Actually, he can just click on new game, and you will see all the options for importing and exporting, like if you load a new map, for example.
Oh, true.
Cool.
Yeah,
we can do that. Yeah, no, I've got some things to do. Yeah, I've got a lot of focus.
The stream has a delay, so.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, we can show off some stuff if you want.
You can just click on new game and just shows a dialogue which shows what you can import and what you can keep and what choices you have when loading a new map.
This comes up in
new setting, if you will.
This comes up in a new window, so let me show this. Hopefully, give me a second and I will be able to show it because it comes up in a different window. So the thing that captures it, OBS.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect. So you guys can see here. Account settings, none, so I could have the same, I could have current, I could have the same current plugins and active settings. If I wanted to bring the map in, I could have current, so I could just drag in the same map. I wanted all the same PCs to be alive, I could current hostile NPCs. If they're already dead, I might want none, but if I wanted to bring some over, I could bring current in again.
So as you can see, you can load the same map, but with different PCs and different plugins to have it for a different setting or whatever. You can mix and match. I mean, usually you don't want that, but you never know. So, and I mean, we just
or you can just
I don't know why actually, but it's working. So.
Or you can load a map and say, okay, I want to import my current PCs, but change everything else, all the NPCs, the hostiles, and everything. And there, if you in the middle of your game, you change your strength, or you pick up something, or your life is to 50%. It will just get that character with all that information into the new map, and you can just place it and say, okay, keep playing with everything set in place.
Yeah,
so,
as we said, it's about character development. We are about characters and about how the characters are saved and are handled in games, not the campaigns they are in. So that's actually that's the point of all that.
Yeah.
I had one question come in from chat a little while ago, and I didn't want to don't want to miss it. Do you guys have any plans for any kind of effect features for things like spells? Obviously, you've got some gorgeous lighting effects that are already working, but things like spells and that, is there a plan for plugins in that respect?
Well, actually, we even have one stretch goal, which is called Revamped UI, which it includes something even more gamey, which is an action bar right there below the character you select, which will allow you to put actions there. Will allow the plugins to put actions. For example, one such action could be a spell, and then you select the spell, and then it asks you for a target. You select another target, and for example, you could just go and draw an image which draws from the source to the target, and then hits it, and then says, okay, I need to roll 1d20 to see if it hits or it misses, and then I hit it, so 1d20 of the image, whatever mechanics, and then it shows and it hits. So all that could be done with plugins, actually. And you can even make a specific plugin for D&D 5th edition, or for Shadowrun, or anything.
I think the question was if we are going to do to actually animate effects for spells. Is that correct?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, it was just a throwaway in chat asking just about spell effects and how that might work, how it might develop. So
I did some animating tests. I think one video is on our YouTube channel showing some animating tests I did for Skirmish, just to see if I could pull off if it was actually possible to do animations like for me, or if I would have to hire someone, which would increase, of course, the cost, because it would be a bigger team to actually do animations, like real animations, and to have it even more game-like. Actually, that's my personal vision was always to have something like Baldur's Gate, but with a human DM. That was always my vision. And the thing is that it would the capacities, like, I mean, depending on how far we get with the campaign, we did have animations for spells and whatever. We did have them in the campaign, but we took them out just because it might be unrealistic to have them done for the campaign. We might actually add that later, but we have no idea. We have to see how far we get and how many things will then have to be done still before we get to the so the base is really solid, so we can actually do animations. And for example, I played around with trap animations, like spear traps coming from the floor and like spikes from the side and stuff, and like I even had like twisting saw blades or whatever. I just to see if I could do it. But the thing is, it's also it hasn't doing the graphics is one thing, but adding them to the software is another.
Yeah, the thing is that there is the potential to do it, and that's absolutely achievable. But we also have to bear in mind that we have a lot of stuff to do, and we don't want to promise heaven while we want to go step by step. What we think that is realistically, without time, what we can do. We can do up to here. So we offer up to here for this stretch goal. And once it's achieved, then we can go and think further along the road. We want to just don't want to say we can do everything, and then under deliver. We just want to deliver what we promise, really.
No, that totally makes sense. And I think what's great is that operating under this plugin system, once this ends up sort of getting out there, you said it's not a matter of if but when. Once this is circulating and once this community starts to build, the sort of core community element to Skirmish, this sort of plug-in, make your own plugin system, will allow for those innovations, those ideas, that sort of new exploration to happen so much faster because you've got so many different people working on it. So I think that's a really cool element that, rather than, utilizing an online tool that you sort of have to wait for them to have time to develop new things, because this will be community-based, you're going to have this sort of constantly growing base of content and features and things that's able to sort of move a little faster. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you've got people, the thing is, like, if you get communities, you always get people, die-hard fans of everything, who will just turn around and go, we'll do it. And if you guys don't have the time, I mean, if you provide the basic tools, like, the community will just build ridiculous stuff, and that's available for everyone.
Actually, we will open the forums on our website tomorrow, so the community could start to build right there.
Definitely.
Besides Facebook, Twitter, Twitter thing, and all that.
But the community is the forum is also. I think we enabled the option to also host like big images, to like upload big images like for maps and stuff. So that's already done, and so sharing can start here now. Actually, just We hope it'll be a lot more people once the Kickstarter campaign is over.
Definitely.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely.
Cool. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we've gone through a lot of questions. Josh, do you have
I do. Yeah, I do still. If that's okay, I've got one that I just. This one kind of comes with a little bit of personal thing.
I mean, he's already in his bedroom, so it's no problem.
No.
If I fell asleep, just don't wake me up. So.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But no, one of the things is, we had a original series that we played offline. That's sort of our private series. It's not erotic before chat goes crazy. It's just private. It's not ERP. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're like. But anyway, no, we've got this that we run, and we had a player character, a non-player character, a deaf who'd been there from season 1, and when we came back, we had the music, his deaf music, still playing 6 months later, which was very important for us. But I just wanted to ask, like, music as an add-on, and like third-party assets, sort of like that. Is that something that can be incorporated by Skirmish, or is that?
You're asking musicians.
Musicians. So imagine if we actually care about music, and there's a stretch goal, which is called ambient music or ambient sound. I don't remember plugin, which basically would allow you to choose tracks like an MP3 of music, an MP3 of birds chirping, and an MP3 of wind blowing, and allow you to mix the volumes, and then you click the play, and basically it will stream to the other guys playing, and everybody will hear what the games is actually hearing.
And those individual MP3s, those will all be from Napster, yeah?
No, yeah, all from Napster. No, but
LimeWire.
We thought about so we don't waste a lot of bandwidth. We thought about providing the sounds ourselves, and the sounds would be really like, we don't want it to be too complex. Like, we don't want people to be mixing all the time just to get the sound right. So we will supply like sound effects for a town and for for like, I don't know, forest or whatever, and they will be pretty long loops, so they will not be be too repetitive like over time.
Yeah.
But the music you can choose freely, and we would have the music be streamed, so you can choose any music you want, but we don't want to limit you on the. We don't want to force our music on you. So
So what you're essentially saying is we can have a wedding that just has John Cena's theme music playing non-stop in the background, which I feel like chat really wants. We're good at weddings.
If that's your dream wedding, yes. But we actually, the fun thing when you're talking about music is that we have some our highest pledges involve us composing an orchestral piece for a character of the backer of that pledge.
Yeah.
So we actually did incorporate music into our Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah.
we just had to, because
there's even a sample there that you can click to hear some of the music if you want. On the Kickstarter page.
Just so people know what they're getting into.
I have a question from chat. Will there be a market system for artists to sell their own tokens and maps on for separate themes, or is it all open source for free?
That is not how I asked it.
I don't get it.
Then ask again.
I'm just kidding.
So you're asking if there will be multiple different themes of tokens?
No. It's just how artists can. If I wanted to sell a pack of tokens to, let's say, murderous monsters, or let's say lizard folk, and so I make a graphic design a beautiful art for all of this. Is there any way on the will there be a market system where we can?
We haven't
or is it all
decided yet.
completely open source?
We haven't decided yet, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Selling stuff is not only about the programming side of things, but it also is about accounting, and then you have. If you sell stuff, you have to make sure that the people that are selling stuff will need to get part of their money, and that means a lot of taxes and stuff and bank accounts and crazy stuff. So, while it would be great to do, we cannot at this time commit into it because
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, the thing is,
it's not the programming part that it's hard, or the technical part is.
the thing is, we do
The legal part.
Yeah, the legal part.
Yeah.
plan to have an online store for I don't know, whatever content comes. We a lot of stuff will be free, but will have a store of some sort. But the thing is that the biggest problem with custom content is the legal problem. There would be a rating system. I'm from Germany, so German rules, regulations about content are through the roof. There, for example, if it's too violent, then I'd have to have an organization rate the stuff that goes through my shop and everything. So selling that stuff is hard, to say the least, at the moment, at least, because we would have to. It's not about us. If I like custom art, so I don't care. But the thing is, I would have to have everything checked on our store that comes from other people to have make sure it complies with the German regulations, and that's because the company is based in Germany, and so.
But that doesn't mean there can be any third-party solutions.
Yeah.
If somebody, because basically they are filed in the end. A character is a file. A token is a file, a graphic file, a map is a file, everything is a file. So
as long as it's free, it's no problem. But when you sell stuff, if you supply your nice tokens for free or post them on the forum, no one will say a thing.
Of course. Just download that file and load it, or they can make a store, a third-party store, saying we sell tokens and maps for Skirmish and everything. They can just set it up and they don't load the file into the game and be done with it. It's not that we are not going to make it, but that we can say we're going to make it.
Yeah.
Really.
So it is legal difficulties rather than actually not wanting to do it. It is just the legal side of it more than anything that is the issue.
And it's not sure that we're not going to do it. It's just not, we can't say anything in detail about it without, like, we don't want to lie, and we just want to tell people the truth. So we cannot at this moment, we cannot say that we will host a shop for third party stuff. That we cannot promise this without having further researched into the matter. So
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest, that's the great thing about you guys, because you are being honest and you're not just saying what we want to hear. You're telling us the truth, and that's really refreshing, to be honest.
And that's what we want to hear is the truth, which is awesome.
Thank you. It's the truth.
That's
really nice.
what we would like to hear, really.
Yeah. So we've got through loads of questions today. We've got through all of our questions. I think all of them from chat. So is there anything and showed off all the features? If you had a message to people watching in chat that you could say to them, what would that be tonight?
Oh, the stuff.
Well, it's just what we want people to know is that the program that Skirmish is alive. It exists. It's not bogus. It's just it's there. It's ready to be expanded, and that's the main thing we want people to know. So, because we think the main issue on Kickstarter is trust, and we're doing this with you guys to show people that it's reality. And it can be much more. And this is why this is what I want people to know, that this is real. This is not something we made up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a time-old tradition that everything on the internet is a lie. So that I completely understand what you mean. But I mean, this is a tangible thing. This is even cake itself is a lie. We have cake downstairs. Anyway, no, I'm lying.
Don't lie to a girl about cake.
My face when you fall for that.
Sorry for distracting.
Yeah, but no, it's a tangible thing. It's something that you can interact with already, and I mean, it's quite clear that there's a lot of passion gone into this and a lot of refinement. So I myself can't wait to get my hands on the real thing and probably die horrifically.
What is that awful sound?
Message would be just, please share it and help us try to make it as good as possible. Just that. Simple as that.
Yeah, definitely. I am going to go and back. I think like the night level of backer is the one I want to go for. But I don't want to do it on stream because that will show off my bank account details. But I will be doing that.
But they're a lie anyway. So
yeah.
Bank accounts are a lie, so.
Yeah, so none of it's real. I don't actually have any money. But yeah, no. But yeah, it's been great to have you guys on today. It's been great to get to mess around with this.
It's great to be here.
Play as to my heart's content. Yeah, France, thank you. Yeah. It's just so much fun. It's so cool. Everything about it's so awesome. I'm really excited for this to come out. I really hope that you guys do reach.
If you want, I can just leave the server open for you to explore it.
I'll prance forever. Yes.
That would be like an intro. Like for certain level people, they can go into a game with Will and just watch him prance around. That should be a stretch goal.
Definitely.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, this definitely has our approval. This is awesome.
Yeah, and speaking.
Oh no, rip! No more prancing for me.
Speaking of stretch goals, if you guys want to find out anything more, I do believe out.
Well, by the way, one thing: if you, for example, you don't have a death token loaded for like now, Dwarf has a corpse to it.
Yeah.
But if you load a custom token like your Goblin, like yesterday, it will show like a skull, which is just, if you don't have a death token loaded, it will just show a skull. So even people who just use like one token or whatever will have like will see that the character is dead.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense.
I think the most high tech we've ever got is a big red cross through them. So like, this character's dead.
Actually,
that's good enough.
With our graphical user interface update, we will introduce a portrait overlay, which where you can then decide if you want your health bar on the portrait or if you want the portrait to turn red like in Baldur's Gate and then show a skull or whatever. This is like part of the plan when it comes to the graphical user interface that we are going to update with one of the stretch goals.
Awesome. So it's been wonderful to have you guys on the show tonight.
Thanks.
It's been a pleasure and an honor to get to play this and
Thank you guys.
talk to you guys.
My pleasure.
It was really fun, yes.
Awesome. Yeah. I want to just take a few minutes with the crew of Encounter Roleplay to give a proper thank you for 1,000 and the appreciation people in chat deserve. But there are links in chat to this Kickstarter campaign. There's a link in the title. You guys definitely go check out Javi and Christoph's Skirmish virtual tabletop because it's awesome and I can't wait for it to come out. And I'm going to do that as well. So come and join me and spend your money with me.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Nice, okay.
You will not be disappointed.
No, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
You are already excited, so probably it's hard to disappoint you, but
It's
Yeah, no.
we try.
yeah, exactly.
Will's expectations are so low at this point. It's
I know. You could give
just
me
just for
any.
life in general.
Just let me prance and I'm happy. So, so it's been great to have you guys on. Hopefully, we'll definitely be chatting to you guys in the future. Maybe we'll see you again on the show at some point when you come out with some more stuff that you want to show people. It'd be
great.
wonderful.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So don't go anywhere, guys. I'm gonna just chat to the boys from Encounter Roleplay and have a few minutes of thanks. It's Thanksgiving soon. I don't know. We're not American, but we are Thanksgiving. So
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
so so Chris and Javi, thanks for coming on. We'll chat to you guys soon.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome.
Thanks to you. It was really nice.
Is it